Hi guys, it's Hayley Bartlett, your Aussie agent, and today we are talking about fees that may be included when buying a house. So I have a lot of first-time home buyers I work with, and they're often concerned about money, and so they should be. It is one of your biggest purchases, and it is going to cost you something. So let's talk about money, and I'm going to direct you back to mortgage lenders in certain spots because they're going to be able to give you the best answer. So down payment should be at least 3 to 5% of the price of the house. Days of 20% are out the door. We look at that 3 to 5% range. If you need help, we do have first-time home buyer down payment assistance programs here in the Denver area. Fees. Obtaining a mortgage and closing on a house costs money. Those fees are usually collected at closing, and the mortgage lender is the best person to talk to get a feel for what those closing costs are going to look like and the best way for you to pay them. Earnest money. Earnest money is one that a lot of people don't know about, so I definitely needed to include it. It is usually 1 to 2% of the price of the house. So here in the Denver area, you're usually looking at around $3,500 on the lower scale to $10,000 on the higher scale. So it's usually going to fall somewhere in between there. On average, we see $5,000 put down for the earnest money. So you are going to need to have that money in your bank account, because when you go under contract on a house, you then need to provide earnest money within 48 to 72 hours, depending on what your contract says. And that money needs to come from your bank account. So it needs to be a personal check or wired from your bank account. You can't put that one on a credit card. Inspection. Once you are under contract, you are going to be looking at having an inspection done on your house so you can make sure it's a good house to purchase. Inspection is going to cost you around $350 to say $700, depending on what you get done in that inspection. So you might add on a radon test, or you might add on having the plumbing scoped, and that is of course going to cost you a little bit extra. Appraisal. You also need to pay for appraisal. Some lenders will roll this into your loan, but many need you to pay it up front. So that's going to be $500 to $800, and that will happen once again after you go under contract. Other things you might want to consider once you've closed on the house are payments for switching over utilities, money for moving. So if you need to hire a moving truck or you need to hire movers, if you need to buy new furniture, if this house you are buying is much bigger than what you've been living in, or maybe you've just had some scarce furniture where you've been living, that may be an expense you need to think about. Appliances, if the house did not come with a washer or dryer or a refrigerator, that's something you may need to buy, and maybe something that needs to be negotiated in that house contract. And if you are buying a new build, you also may need to think about things like landscaping. So those are some of those extra fees that may be included. If you're looking for more of a breakdown of how much it may cost you to buy a house in the Denver area, give me a call. I have lenders I can put you in contact with. All right, guys, hope you're having a fabulous day. See ya.